titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock.
Acknowledge me. We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Yes, the Dr. Huge Show. Tuesday night once again with, of course, Jess, everybody's favorite lady that comes on the show. The only lady, but she's definitely the favorite out here. Super over baby face. That's what we used to call him when you get super over on the Dr. Huge Show. Yep, you're the baby face. Clearly, I'm the villain. Even if I try not to play one, I'm like Seth Rollins over here. You know, they're like, you're a bully, Dr. Huge. You're a bad guy. You say all the bad stuff. And I'm like, do I? I don't think I would say that bad of stuff. Do I, Jess? I guess I kind of. Sometimes, right. Well, we got to have a little bit of edge. If this wrestling stuff won't do it, this is the place for you. We'll give you a little bit of that here. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of sharing and following and retweeting of this show and subscribing to the channel as well. But there's been a lot actually with wrestling the past couple days. I mean, we did do a show on Saturday. Go watch that. But this show, plenty of notes. I even have some left over from things we didn't get to. But to start it off, the Stranger Things, you know, working in with Monday Night Raw. What's your take on how that went over? You think that was good, or was it just?
I watched the first season of that show many years ago. Never watched it again, so I guess it was fine. I mean, it was cool visually, but like as far as tying things in, I have no idea.
Are you on the right mic, by the way?
Probably not, because I don't see it in my settings for some reason.
But yeah,
I have to leave and come back. If
that's fine. Yep, Stranger Things. I mean, I'm the same as Jess. I've seen one episode, or not one episode, one season, and a couple episodes into the second, if I can remember correctly. I just know once a CGI like cartoon character from like a kid's show came out of a trash can, I literally shut it off right there, and I haven't ever watched it ever since. So get it together, Stranger Things. But a lot of people love it. It's on Netflix. They work with WWE now doing the Monday Night Raw. So they're going to get ready for more of this, folks. I mean, at least when they used to do this stuff before, Dolph Ziggler's, they're dressed up like the Colonel from KFC and giving elbow drops to people. And then the Miz is going and getting eaten by zombies. I know that's one of Danny's favorites.
I have to.
Oh, you ate him, Dolph Ziggler? Maybe. Yep. He might have been one of the zombies. But, that's if you're going to have to do this cross-branding stuff, I would rather it be more baked into the show. This was just like, it was just more of a set. Mm-hmm. And they did add in the little, they must do it on the show. I can't remember this part where they give you like chapters.
Yeah.
Before the matches. Believe it or not, I kind of want them to keep that going.
I did like that. That was cool.
Keep if you're going to be this performative with this pro wrestling business and everything, and we've gone over it so much, but if you're going to do it like this, lean into it then. Make it more movie-like. It was cool the way that they're like telling you what the problem is. Mm-hmm. And that's all you have to do. You really don't need these long vignettes and look at this happened and then that happened and all that. If you're keeping up, you already know. That's why most of us that are fans of this, we like zone out when they start showing that's what they used to do mostly for the old pay-per-views. Now it's just ads, but they'd be like, remember this, remember that. It was just good 15 minutes of member berries before a match at like WrestleMania. But yeah. I don't know where I'm going with that again, because I lose my mind sometimes. Shout out to Ian. He's here finally, and not gay no more. Right? Where's my gays no more?
I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup.
Nope, not no more.
Aggressive about that.
Well, he had the Holy Spirit going through him. Jess, come on. You kind of get amped up when that happens.
Is the Holy Spirit a woman?
What?
I'm not gay no more.
Yeah, I was kind of reminded of like just the sassiness of certain people today. Jalen Ramsey, great cornerback in the NFL, and it was shocking to me as well, because when he like first like really came on the scene, it was a big deal in the NFL. It like he looked like a beast. He is a beast, and then he's just RuPaul levels of sass. Like it's actually hilarious. Can I say that? Because it just is. And to be like a pro, an all pro caliber player, and then he's just coming out there like he's in the longest yard on like the cheerleader squad.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff. Yep. That's right. See, the executive producer's on it. Not the right mic. I mean, it's fine. It's just not high quality that we're used to, but that's fine.
Sorry.
Yep.
I had the audacity to move it a little bit, and the fucking cord is literally like this long, so it must have unplugged before I hopped in.
Mm-hmm.
And then even though it's plugged back in, can't show up in the settings. So, fuck me, I guess.
No big deal. You're just going to have to dock your pay this week a little bit.
My $20?
Yeah, $20. That was some good stuff last week. We did a little bit of dabbling. He is on right now. Don't get me going. Do you really like this? I'm trying to gauge like the audience and what. Like, don't just say yes because I'm doing it.
It is a little interesting just because, like, in learning, because I don't fucking know anything about it. So it was interesting, kind of learning the lore and just kind of like watching how he handles himself.
He's so ridiculous. And we're talking about Stuttering John. I know it's the Dabbleverse stuff. I mean, I'm addicted to it. This is my reality TV. These days, this low quality, streamers, and they're so absurd that it's just like it's very intriguing to Dr. Huge. Let's give him a couple minutes, and then we won't give him long, but we'll because I got so many. I got the Punk, Braun Breaker stuff we got to talk about. Riho, AJ Gunther coming up. There's things actually happening now in wrestling. So the end of the year is very slow. A lot of taped shows, but let's find my stutterer real quick. He's around here somewhere. One moment. Let me click a few buttons, folks. This is what he does.
Or he's just dead silent with his concentration.
Then you hear. That's all you hear is thuds. He smashes his keyboard. Okay, I think we found it. We done did. Two of my favorite shows on while I'm on. How dare
in this cesspool of ridiculousness.
Let's get the music on tonight. I tuned in a little bit before I came on, and he didn't have the music going, but he kept spamming his intro and all that stuff. He's trying to catch the snipers. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Ian says she is fascinated by lying narcissists online. Well, here's the lying narcissist of lying narcissists. He's the king of lying narcissists. That's why it's like I find that very interesting. How. Listen, and again, I don't hate him. This is not me like piling on with everybody else. I enjoy this. I enjoy his brand of broadcasting because he's so insane. I want to know, like, damn, like, why do you act like this? And how could this be? And is it really a work? But it's not. This has been going on for 20 something years. I've known about this guy, and he's been like the same way. So It's really a case study on something. You know, I'm some kind of doctor out here, I guess, analyzing this stutterer over here. Built a fucking podcast universe around him because he's so nuts. Yep. All right. Well, we'll try you later, John. Maybe one more time. Did you shut the music off?
Would have the most. Heard from a few sources.
Nope.
Baby Fatso was implying.
And he was fucking trashed last night. Like, I get it. If you want to have a beverage or something with your show, that's cool and everything. You know, I'm not against any little Seth Rollins juice here and there.
A little bit of the bubbly.
But, you know, getting like sloshed before 9 o'clock on a Monday, bro. Come on, bro. Like, get it together, dude. But anyway, Sleaze in the house. Look, Paladin in the house.
What up, everybody?
Shout out to Paladin. Shout out to Sleaze in the building. Rib shot in the building. Who is this guy? The Stuttering John, baby. You know, Howard Stern show from back in the day. He's nuts. I'm telling you. And it's some of the funniest stuff because, you know, he's got all these enemies. He screams first blood all the time. It was you guys started it now. And they're going to court now. This has been years. This shit's been going on. You know, so Stuttering John and the Dabbleverse, you know, we got to at least check on it.
That he was going to. Why?
No music.
Ricky, I'm not your enemy, brah. I'm not your enemy.
That's where I get bra from, by the way, everybody.
He had to like
Don't make
force
me
that.
Skull!
Oh my god.
Skull. Come on, Jess, Skull.
All right. Some chest, get some guests and whatever. And it's in day-to-day. Did not go to the gym.
No,
Oh,
clearly.
you did?
Boat problems. Had the boat mechanic there today. That's who just called me.
Boat mechanic. He's got a
Something
boat.
that I use. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have a boat. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
And he's got
Forgot
a
about that.
Harley Davidson.
Wow. Badass.
Yep. So you watch out here. She's going to go for the Duke.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
He actually was a singer in a band and had a deal because he was at Howard Stern. How crazy is this?
I'm sorry, what?
In real life.
Like,
In
for
real
real? What a beautiful
Sometimes I
singing
read some
voice.
pores that makes me laugh.
The pores.
Let's see. El Tigre. Duke, did you see Miss Judy in bikini? God dang.
Miss Judy is Vince the lawyer's lawyer friend, an older Asian lady that he's been trying to hook up with ever since he tries to hook up with any chick. Like, honestly, if any woman went on his show, he would be like hitting on you. It doesn't matter if you're married or got girlfriends or anything. He's going to be hitting on you, and he does it hard. And that's another thing that's very fascinating to Dr. Huge over here. Like, how can you be so brazen and just stupid?
It's just odd. Her normally always texts me about 5 to 10 times a day. And then somehow, out of nowhere, he stopped texting me. I wonder why. Skull!
Let's go.
I'm out.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. There's 5. How are you? You love me. You really, really love me.
It says, now gaslight us
Why
how
do
you
need
are
my
always the
attention
victim.
so badly when you mishandles as a child? What about me makes you addicted? It's like Pocky. Pocky is here
What?
every fucking
Oh, in
show.
person.
He's talking about Anthony Cumia. Anthony Cumia right now from ONA is watching his show along with us. And he calls him Pocky because I had to look this up too, because he was calling him this for years. And pock marks, acne scars.
Yeah.
And that's why also Red Bar, famous, streamer, show guy, whatever. He has a whole thing called Scars Club and brand of clothing because he calls Anthony Cumia Freddy Krueger because of all the allegations of, like Freddy Krueger-like things, not the dream stuff.
Yeah.
The other stuff. Right.
And he's trying to explain it to me. The whole thing seems odd, but we will deconstruct that at some point.
And Sleaze, you're talking Lifetime.
Apparently, he had sex with. Now I don't know this. Somebody that I know. I don't know for it to be true. I want to just say,
allegedly,
I heard. I am making no allegations, no accusations
in a boxing room.
But I heard he had sex with somebody I know, and I don't know why that matters. I don't. But I also heard that apparently he was having sex with this porn star. I guess her name was Scarlett. Could somebody?
Oh, Scarlett's hot in the Dabbleverse.
If you're around, or Ava, could somebody or Jim Grindle?
Jim
or
Grindle.
Whoever.
Jim Grindle's a buddy of mine on
to me
Twitter.
because I can't wrap my head around it.
Shout out to Jim
Go!
Grindle. I hope you're watching right now, Jim.
But apparently,
Skull, we missed it.
I don't. You have all these new people coming into this, and I don't even know
I don't like
why.
it either, John.
Who the fuck wants to be part of this? I didn't
Not
choose
me.
this. It chose me.
Yep, first blood.
Chris plus. Super entertaining, Duke. Play the music more.
No.
Listen, man. Protecting my rights. You can't handle it, don't watch.
All right. Bagger, we'll come back to the Duke if he's still on. He seems to be feeling real nice right now, so I think we got him for a little bit. But anyway, the Duke, he's killing it, man. One bush light at a time. It's like the worst beer, too. Oh, my God. And Happy New Year to you, William Robinson. Good evening. Yep. He knows all about the old-timey wrestling as well, folks. Harley Race, he even knows who Harley Race is. Tropical Punch Kool-Aid is the best, is it? The build up there, and I thought, do you have a take on that?
Oh, I was trying to remember the name of the flavor. I think it was grape bludini. That's the best Kool-Aid. I don't know if they make it anymore, but that was the shit.
You're both wrong. How about that?
The
best high C is the Ecto Cooler.
Okay, well, that's high C. We're talking Kool-Aid right now.
Oh, Kool-Aid. Yeah, same difference to me. I say Ecto Cooler, right? Paladin.
Yes, that is correct.
Not even Kool-Aid. Yeah, you know what? I haven't had Kool-Aid in so long. My goodness. Yep. And Ian, the build up there, and I thought he was about to say with kids, wow.
I thought he was going somewhere crazy too, and then it was just like with somebody I know, and it's like, oh, all right, my guy, you took so long to fucking say it.
What the fuck is Skull, Sleaze? Come on, you're part Viking, I think. That's basically what they say when they the Vikings say when you drink. They're always scolding and talking about Valhalla and stuff, because this life stinks. So they just want to like fight forever, like literally somewhere, and then kill each other and then eat big dinners. Like seriously, like okay, that's why I love religious stuff, Jess. We're obviously not going to get into it, but I like learning about all the world's like religions and their traditions and all this stuff because it's insanity. What did Stuttering John come up with them? That's what I think. He might have. All the Stuttering Johns got everybody's attention. We're like, I think. Yep, grape juice. Yep. I don't call it Seth Rollins juice because of crumb. That's what we say on this show to bypass YouTube. Not because of that. That's gross. And I would never think like that. It's because it's grape juice. And Jesus drank grape juice. And Seth Rollins. was the Monday Night Messiah, and he kind of looks like him. Mm-hmm. Dickbags say that, and the Vikings fans in the NFL. They blow the horn and the whole deal. Yep. I don't know. You have to take it up with them, Sleaze. The Rollins juice coach. That's one of his favorite gimmicks. That's an old school gimmick back in the day. Yep. Back when I stomp on my own grapes to make Rollins juice. When the show gets big enough, Jess, I'm going to make my own wine factory, and that's what it's going to be called. Hopefully, I'll be able to sign him. I'm sure he won't return my calls or my messages. I try to go into business with him, but you should listen up. Think about it, Seth Rollins. We got a whole promotional campaign with you just laughing and stomping on grapes or something. We'll get your wife involved, right? Make more money like Puff Daddy. The Ciroc of wines. Thank you. All right. Anyway, Punk took on Braun Breaker last night, Jess. I know you watched it very closely, analyzed it now. What did you come away with as far as the match, the winner, and the whole deal?
I was distracted by CM Punk's broken shoe.
Yeah. How long was it broken for?
Not very. It was towards the end. It was after he got put through the announce table. And then he got up and I was like, oh my God, his shoe was broken. And that was all I focused on. So
I also love that. I don't know if you know of my love of people's shoes coming off. I think, for whatever reason, it's the funniest thing to me. It goes back to the days of the Jerky Boys. I know the Sleaze knows this, with one of their characters with the prank call guys from a million years ago. And he's like, yeah, and I fell down the stairs. And then Maven has a story of how he came back into wrestling for a little bit in the independent scene on one of Booker T's promotions. And he went out there during a Royal Rumble, split a guy's lip, like first thing, because he's punching everybody in the ring, getting his shit in. And then he does the, drop kick, signature drop kick. And his shoes came off. And it was just terrible. He felt terrible. And he's like, why did I do this again? So, yep. The shoe coming off, tie it tighter, wear actual wrestling boots. Like, come on. But yeah, how about the face plant? Because he's in concussion protocol, apparently.
Yeah. You could tell like Braun was looking at him and trying to like keep the emotion off his face, but he was a little concerned when Punk went. I don't know, like, it's a dangerous spot to begin with, but doing it that late in the match when you're 48 and also like it was a long match, like that shit. I don't know how long it officially was, but that shit started like before 10. So it was decently long. So I thought taking that risk that late into the match was a little silly, but hopefully he's okay.
And I can't help it, but I thought that was hilarious. I was laughing. I'm like, I hope he's all right, but I'm laughing and laughing. It was just, he dove outside the ring and, Braun gave him a little punch or whatever. Was it supposed to be set up? You know how they give like the European uppercut or some kind of thing to block them from coming out? But he was diving out there almost like he meant to do that. But
I couldn't really tell. Like, he definitely got caught up in the rope, so I wasn't really sure like what he wanted to be doing, because I think he had already gotten fucked up. So whatever he was aiming to do, like, he was not in the right position. His arms were not in the right. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do, to be honest. So I think Braun realized that he got caught up and maybe he was like trying to improvise or something, but did not did not end well.
So yeah, Punk concussed himself. He apparently had some purple areas around his ear or something like that, they said, when he was in an interview after the match. And his shoe came off.
One shoe.
Yeah, but it stayed tied in because of the leg. They look like leg warmers when they took the shoes off, right? So his leg warmer was holding it into place. And hey, he got the job done, right? It was a good match overall. Of course, there seemed to have been a few spots where a little iffy, especially the turnbuckle spot where we were supposed to give him the Frankensteiner. And they fixed it. They got it together. You know, I even noticed, I'm like, wait a second, he's doing it and his legs are behind the ropes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely a little sloppy in places, but it was, the match was good. That it's not like something I think I was expecting more people to focus on it, to be honest, because of how the internet is, but I didn't really see that much about it other than like, oh, the complaints that what happened to the Vision now because we can't think, and that it was a good match or is very intense.
And Ian says it was a crazy match, but I think they had CM Punk going too long and doing too many wild spots too late into the match. Also, Braun flubbed a few spots too, but it was still good in spite of all that. That's right. People were popping for, when Braun was kicking out and the Luchas came out and it was Penta, Dragon Lee, and AJ?
Yeah. Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, right. So they're literally all Lucha Bros against the Vision, because of course they had to come out to help Braun Breaker. That gets situated. They get back into the match. You had the big spot on the table where I think the shoe came off. Yep. That seems dangerous to me.
Yeah, I was cringing a little bit because I was like, okay, they've been messing up a lot. It's again really late into the match. They're both kind of winded, so but Braun's got that like explosive power, so
yeah, it's cool that they pulled it off. Yeah, and I think he can actually make the jump. I'm just thinking if he's short on that jump, the fucking CM Punk's done. Like he's done for, like, because he's going to catch the edge of the table and it's just going to be full force right on the table, and that won't be any good for anybody. That would be some Rick Rude level type. Like, you're fucking done, bro. Like, you're back. You can't come back from something like this. But yeah, managed to do it. Just watch out, because just one little slip or something, no matter how athletic you are, and that 84-year-old body. Right? You said 84, right? I think it was. Punk is a hazard to wrestle with. Now, twice Braun landing on his neck. That happened as well again. Yep,
yeah,
it's all his fault, Jeff.
Kind of more Braun's fault, but...
And Tyler, damn, I thought this was Dr. Tony Huge. How dare you? Dr. Tony. Nope. Nope. Dr. Huge. Just Dr. Huge. All right. What am I got more on this match. Just checking to see what the people are saying, Got to keep up with these people. Yep. So Luchas came out. How about the Michigan jacket? Did you catch that at the beginning? CM Punk came out in at first I'm like, why is he wearing a Letterman jacket? That's what they call them, right? Letterman jackets.
I think so. I don't know. I wasn't cool.
College things that were cool back in the day for the jocks to wear with the big letter on it. But yeah, he came out in the Michigan one because Scott Steiner, I think both the Steiner bros, they used to wear the jackets, obviously.
Yeah.
They talk about Michigan all the time. And so trolling again. I don't understand this trolling by a babyface, but all right. And last night, Braun landing on his neck was his own fault more than anything, I think. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him you said that. So next time when you meet him at WrestleMania, he's so mad. And another reason everybody's so mad, because it's so easy to get these wrestling fans mad about everything. No Chris Jericho.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Mm-mm.
They were mad if he was going to show up, mad that he didn't show up.
I mean, I kind of figured it wasn't happening because these rumors these days of this is going to happen tonight, we really expect this. It pretty much doesn't happen like that anymore.
No, and
unless it's not that important.
He's still listed on AEW's website as an active wrestler, and they had just announced 3 releases. He was not named in those releases. So why would they announce 3 other non-contract renewals, and not his? And then wouldn't Tony rush to break that out so that he could fuck over WWE? So yeah, no, there's no way.
Did you see the tweet of Tony Khan and Triple H together? And then, they're asking, like, everybody's asking, take this person out of the picture, that's this or that, and getting Grok's opinion on it. And they asked, who is the worst booker out of these two, and take them out of the picture. And Triple H disappeared.
Except Grok thought that was Paul Heyman, because Grok is the stupidest AI out of all of them. I think, like, Grok and Deep Seek are like
I should know
what is that, Grok? Are you Grok over there? Anyway, I'll tell you, Grok really is a struggle for me, because I would like to use it for just like images, doing the shorts and thing, put little clips in, to make my point, and this thing, it doesn't know anything. It really, like, how many times I'm like, make Braun Breaker, do this, like beat up Batman. And every time it looks so ridiculous. It's like, that's not Braun Breaker. It looks nothing like Braun Breaker.
What did I ask? I just went to it the other day because I was just trying to come up with like something real funny that like doesn't exist. And I was like, oh man, that would be like a great reaction. So I asked it to make, and like it was a known wrestler. It fucking generated just some like random person. And like one of them was a girl. Like it added a girl, which was not part of my prompt. And I was like, not what I asked for. Like, I'm never using that thing again. It's so bad.
Yeah, the random stuff that they give you, and I try to make it as simple as possible. Like, I just put up, hey, make a wrestling ring and put these two guys in it, and they're like, nope. How would you like this? Would you like all this other stuff? No, I don't want that. I'm like, and by the way, who are these people? Yep. So. They don't even know who Triple H is, bro. You better get it together, Triple H.
I wonder if it knew that was Tony Khan. Like, that's what I'm like. Like, did it know? If it thought that Triple H was Paul Heyman, like, did it know who Tony Khan was? I'm very curious, but.
So, well, stupid Grok, get better already. And, Punk face plants. Shoe came off. Cross that off. Fans upset with Punk win. How about that? Did you?
It was his first title defense.
I know, but they really thought that something dramatic was going to happen. If it's not Jericho, then it's got to be Punk's losing, or it's got to be something, right?
But it's not a PLE. Like, if people put too much stake in, like, okay, it was the year anniversary. They did a little special thing with Stranger Things. Like, they already had 2 title changes. Like, you know what I mean? So, I was surprised at the Becky win. Like, to me, that was kind of like but we're going to have all titles change hands on one show, on a Raw for free. Like.
Right. Well, kind of not for free.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
How about those ads? Is it just me, or were they worse last night than last year already?
Our friend Chelsea was keeping track, and I can't remember. It was like maybe 11 or 12 from the show, which I think because they were doing like some of the Stranger Things, like it seemed like more. But it seemed pretty on par. I don't know.
Because I know they started that women's match fairly early, and it was like, boom, right into a commercial. And then right after that, literally a couple minutes after, it was like, boom, another commercial. So I don't know if they were just trying to front load them because they knew everybody was there or whatever. It was obnoxious enough to me, I noticed. And, I generally kind of do these days because they're just, over the past 5 years even, they've upped it. I don't know if this is a fact, but it certainly feels like more and more are coming at us. And it was just like every 5 minutes, it was like, and here's another 3 minutes of ads. So
yeah, and I don't know, like, obviously when you're on TV, right, you're bound to like how the TV stations run their commercials and all of that. So I don't really know how it works for something like streaming for Netflix, and if like WWE has any level of control and like how they do it. But like, if anything gets off on timing wise, it can really fuck over like a match if that commercial was supposed to air prior to a segment or something like that, and something runs a little over. And then you've got like 3 commercials per one match. Like, so, I don't know exactly how that works, but yeah, it was a little extreme. Like,
And then the
commercial
US,
break, 2 seconds of wrestling commercial.
and then we seem to get more in the US because we didn't even get the Javon Evans deal last night. You get signed to Raw, and it's, in the meantime, we're busy watching ads.
Europe has insane laws, which some of them are great, right? Like when you're the consumer, but when you're a business, Jesus, like just speaking from experience, trying to follow all their damn laws are insane. But yeah, they have way better laws when it comes to like commercials. But actually, I think they're starting to bring commercials over to even if you're watching on VPN, you will get hit with some level of commercials soon.
Yeah, that's what a lot of every podcast I see that been talking about wrestling lately always talks about VPNs.
Yeah.
Like every show has had a segment on VPNs, and we've spoken about it, but I got it. There's an illegal way of doing it, and I mean, even Stephanie McMahon promotes it on her show. It's like there's no escaping it. Like that's the only solution at this point. What else happened last night? We got Rio. They're the champ.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was the first match.
Yeah.
It's the Kabuki Warriors. So are you happy that this, what they're telling me, this is a Lesbodian couple and they're champs right now. Weren't they champs before?
No. Because it was Charlotte and Alexa, Kabuki Warriors, right? Like it went between them. So I'm happy that they won because it's got now another team behind the belt to sort of have some more matches, different style matches. It's just kind of like, people were complaining about Rhea being in like the main event title scene all the time, which I don't really know why it's a complaint. Especially if you used to watch wrestling back in the day, there was usually like a circle of 3 people in the title scene.
Yeah.
So I just find it funny that like, okay, they moved her into like the tag division to get people to shut the fuck up, and now she's a champion anyway and going prominently on TV because she's a star. They're not going to take her off TV, so it's just kind of like, is that any better for these people? I don't know.
The people love Rhea Ripley. The people love Io Sky. This is super over. I mean, the only way you can beat them, I think, is maybe like Charlotte and Alexa, like get some hormone spikers or something like that, and then then they take them on, but they'll be too busy doing this, and then easy match. You just cover them both like that.
Roman stack.
Yeah. That's right. He did do that with men. He stacked men just like this. It was Edge and Daniel Bryan. And then they kicked him out, said, "Get out of here."
Yeah, I was going to say, then Daniel Bryan left and never came back.
Poor Daniel Bryan. I tell you, I like the hemp run. That was one of my favorite runs of his.
Yeah. Anger management with Kane, best thing.
Yeah, a lot of that was, I think that's everybody's favorites. So we got AJ and Gunther. Of course, Gunther's living it up. He's beaten John Cena, made him quit in his final match, the one thing he didn't want to do, and now he's even has a t-shirt, tap out and it just ... We all know what that is. Yep. Don't make me say it, AJ. Like a bitch. Yep. So it was a great segment.
Yeah.
And obviously this isn't the retirement match.
I would hope not.
It's pretty anticlimactic if AJ Styles goes out there, loses to Gunther, and we never see him again either.
Yeah, and in Germany, like not even here. Like,
it's over in Germany?
Yeah, they're about to start the European tour up until the Rumble, so they have house shows, and I think they're starting tomorrow. So SmackDown will now air technically on Netflix at like 2 p.m. this Friday, I think, Eastern.
Okay. Yep.
If you're on Netflix, obviously. If not, it's 8 p.m., but it'll be spoiled. And it'll be spoiled all month, Raw and SmackDown. So just an FYI.
Gunther is your favorite, right?
Uh-huh.
I've been seeing a lot more people. I posted a Gunther pic the other day on TikTok, and all the kids are just like boo in the comments. They're just like, we don't like Gunther, and this sucks, and he's boring. That's your take, right? He sucks.
Well, he's grown on me now because like this is more interesting, right? Like there was just that lull of sameness, right? That kind of like got boring. But I do like, happy, laughing, rubbing it in people's faces, right? Like, I enjoyed the slap AJ gave him.
And he's going to have to see Kaiser one of these days, who is El Grande Americano.
Well, no, he's not.
Oh, that's right. It's Chad Gable.
It's El Grande. He's just a luchador from.
And he grew. He must have been going through puberty recently.
Well, sometimes when you take like those hormones and stuff.
Oh, right. They stole him from Charlotte and Alexa, I think.
Yeah, the HGH. That makes you.
Yep, I heard that's the thing too. Chad Gable's supposed to be coming back soon.
Did you see that picture? He was already like, obviously super in shape, but like, God damn, like these guys go out, get injured, and then they just come back fucking beefed up.
They got a lot of time to sit there and get back in the, good shape. And yeah, I see him and Kaiser taking each other on. He's going to need some backup. Of course, the Alpha Babes are just sitting there still. I think they still call themselves that. Or he could take the other two guys from American Made that he had just left. So
we're also just kind of sitting there.
Yep. Maybe he'll have a huge faction. Wouldn't that be funny if he comes back and actually gets a huge faction of, no, I wouldn't call them jobbers, but like that, undercard level, and he's like the master of the undercard. That would be something. What else we got here? Oh my goodness, the Bex and Maxine stuff. Even Uncle Old School the other night is just like, this was the shits. It was what? He was not like that. He is like that actually.
It's the shits.
He was like that though about this match because Maxine. I mean, I know they've been pushing her. She's been training with Natty and stuff, right? But man, there were some bad maneuvers.
She had a few, yeah. I mean, like overall, I really like her wrestling style. I think it's very interesting. And she's still very green, so obviously she had a couple of moments where, like, if she was a veteran, she probably would have like figured something out. Like there was you're supposed to go through the ropes, and she kind of already stumbled and then didn't go through the ropes, but then put herself through the ropes anyway. So
yeah, you might as well finish it off. Just forget the move.
Yeah, or like figure out a different way to go through the ropes and have like Becky reverse, like do whatever you need to do. But yeah, you could tell there was like a few missteps there. But I don't know. I mean, she's not going to get better if she doesn't get the in-ring action. So
right. And then of course Becky Hogan has the title again, and this is very disrespectful to Maxine. She was just married recently to the Rock, the bootleg The Rock. Timu The Rock from LFG is the one that she married, and the Cake Topper has both of them on it, and she's holding the title. So you better take that little title off your little Cake Topper you brought home.
I was wondering if maybe this was strategic because she might be going on the honeymoon. So
that's true. Yeah, that could be a part of it. Yeah, she just needs to get better handle on making the performance look believable versus choreographed. That's right, and that's the theme of the show tonight. Yes. Did you know this?
Oh,
Cole did an interview with the Van Vliet guy. Is that his name? And just dropping jewels on everybody. He's basically saying everything I say, but it's stone cold. So, first things first. They asked him, who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, like who's the best and this and that. And guess who he said? Did you hear? HBK, my favorite wrestler that blocks me on Twitter. So I was like, of course, Stone Cold. Of course he is. And then they asked him, what's the difference between the modern day wrestling and his era? And he's like, everybody thinks their era is the best, and we get that and all that. And he's like, they're great for what it is. It's just more polished now, more production, blah, 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 blah. Like we know. But he likes even before his era, the old grimy territory stuff where they'd be super hot going off the air and everything. And then he asked him about what would you have, or if you could give advice to like the wrestlers. And he's just like, you gotta basically keep it real. I've been saying for weeks, it's getting faker by the week. and you can almost see everything so choreographed and everything's like a performance. It doesn't look like a struggle at all. It looks like two people like the Becky Lynch Maxine match. They're just trying to get through this thing, and they're not going through the motions all the time, but you can tell it's like, now we do this, and now right, and then we all stand in a group together and wait for this person to jump on top of us, and then we jump out the ring on this side, and then that guy jumps out the ring on that side, and it's just like, everything's going to happen. If you just watch a year of wrestling, you pretty much seen it all. Mm-hmm. And because they just recycle it and just keep doing it over and over and over. And he's like, back in the day, Bret Hart would make it look like he was really tired at the end of the match. But like watching Punk and Braun Breaker even last night, I even noticed towards the end, I'm like, here comes the performance stuff. Braun Breaker, after he kicks out, surprisingly, and the crowd's popping and everything, he's still like looking at the crowd like this a couple minutes after, like, like, I got this shit, staring into the camera. Doesn't even look tired. Now, first of all, he doesn't look beat up, which you should, but you should also look tired. Mm-hmm. He didn't look tired at all. And then he just throws CM Punk right up on his shoulder. And I'm thinking to myself, you were just like knocked unconscious for a couple seconds, right? So Stone Cold, I'm with you 1,000%. You gotta make this stuff look believable. And then on top of that, the not being dangerous stuff. Brock Lesnar's the last guy that anybody's like remotely scared of. Nobody's scared of any of these guys. None of them. So what do you think about all this and the Stone Cold statements he's made?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's more obvious when you have either two younger wrestlers together, or like the vet versus like the green wrestler. That like they're very focused on getting it right? Like, and they kind of lose sight of that. I need to look like this and I need to do that. So I think when you have matches where it's like veteran versus veteran, you get more of that, like, I'm tired, I'm struggling to do this move, so I agree. I think there is like a level of that. I don't necessarily think it's getting lost. I think it's just, we are seeing a lot of wrestlers coming up who weren't, born and bred for this, right? Like they were athletes and then they're coming into the business and, they only have so much time on NXT and then they're on main roster, right? And they haven't learned the ring psychology and like, really what goes into making a match. So I can definitely see that.
Like in the old days, I would have just imagined an older female wrestler, like a Moolah or something. She's not going to wait for you to step through the ropes. She'll probably grab you by the back of your hair, tug you back like that, and then put you in like a DDT or something, land a move, and then roll over and go, get your fucking shit together. And then you work something out to go forward with the match. But I think everything's so pre-planned. It's so we do this and then we do that. It's just that's not how wrestling goes. And I think that's what Stone Cold was getting at. It's just it's too clean.
Yeah.
It's supposed to look like a struggle. So yeah, make somebody off balance. You can trip and fall in the match and it doesn't matter. You're supposed to. You're fighting somebody. But if they do it now, everybody's like, "But you fucked up, blah blah blah." And it's like, well,
And I would say, there is part of that is like, is it because of the way that people react when something really real happens in a match? And then it's like, well, we can't do that again, so, maybe the IWC is part to blame for some of that. But I agree, it should look sloppy. And a good wrestler, right, especially somebody that's got a lot of years under their belt, will understand how to work that into the match. And that makes it more interesting. But because we are seeing a lot of people that are more green and don't have that experience, it's just kind of like, well, I fucked up, but I need to get to my spot.
Yep. I wonder if John's still going. Oh, he's gone. He's not even there.
Oh, shit. That was great.
He's there, but check this out. Look at this.
Is his chair just like... Oh, well, is he going to actually go step on a rake? Is that what he's doing?
$50 to go get an actual rake and step on it.
He's gonna go find one.
$50 to go on Axel Ray can
No,
step on it. And
Come on, dude.
I got to tell you, Ian, everybody will notice it. I'll notice it. Jess will notice it. The kids will get to notice it, and then they'll recognize. Well, they won't even notice it, and that's the point, I guess, because it will feel more real if you're talking about the stumbling and real fighting aspect of pro wrestling, and not the dance moves and the Power Rangers shit and the WWE version. It's just as bad as doing the Power Rangers stuff with the AEW, where they're just doing the flips and things, because I can't believe it when they're like, all right, now you do this and now I do that. I don't like it, if that's what you're talking about.
you know what? I'm not going to read something because you're too cheap. At least pay the $5. Like Poxter is so fucking cheap. Here I am providing free entertainment for the Poxter,
It's so entertaining.
and he has not super chatted me. Why? I don't want to upset the shitware because I'm a big pussy boy. I'm a big pussy boy.
He just goes into something else.
Wahapa, who will watch you when you go to Ohio, dope? A lot more people than watch Shitware or Log Cabin Larry or Silent Mike, that's for sure. Skola!
He's got pinky out when he drinks.
This is super entertaining. This is the best thing to Snipe, because he's so quiet.
Vince,
Talk over it.
now I don't know if this for sure is Vince. I'm not making
He's the lawyer,
any
his
false
biggest troll.
accusations, but I anticipate it is Vince for obvious reasons. Please define trashing versus busting ball in detail. Busting balls is busting balls. Trashing is the same thing. But violating my rights is different. Right, counselor? And I don't know if it's Vince. Lady K says he will avenge Lucy. Well, just do it.
What the fuck?
Imagine Lady K as an Avenger. Come on, man.
Lady K.
That would
again.
be. What would Lady K's name be as an
Talking
Avenger?
about Carl.
No, this. Yeah.
Where are these podcasts? That's Lady K is an Avenger, right? Have another one.
That's a tough one. There are a lot there.
You know it's
Let's go.
Come on. All right. Let's go. He's so quiet. I think he must be running out of juice.
He's so quiet and still that you would think that he just froze. Oh, he's typing. Here it goes.
Potatoes in the chat. Oh, he's got bugs in the house. I could see him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was that just flew by?
Either that or a ghost orb. Maybe he's haunted out. He's in a haunted house. He actually was on I'm a Celebrity, and I was in a ghost experience show, like one of those.
Oh my god!
Just 5. I mean the LSAT, or the cats,
the lawyer test,
or my NYU degree, or my Mercedes, my Harley. You ask a lot for $2.
So show the LSAT.
That's a lot to ask.
Never
for
happened.
$2. I think you have to at least pay more. You know what I'm saying? I know you can't afford it,
The
probably.
drift is strong with
But
this
how about
one.
instead of $2, You pay $1 $20.
Oh, $20.
Go!
Jeez, I can't keep up with this guy. Pounding. And now he's staring at the computer. I know that technically I'm doing a show right now and I'm doing the same thing he's doing, but I'm too interested in this. And
We're also watching something.
Team
He's
up
just
with
sitting
Shitware against Vince. Never happened.
So first of all, his show, I'll mute him for a second. He, I don't even need to, but he was supposed to do a show at 3. I saw it pop up earlier today. And then around 3, I clicked on the link and then it said 6:15. And then he didn't go live until I went live.
Oh my God.
So.
Skola!
Oh my God.
Wow, we're really
Bro's
doing
going hard.
Mm-hmm. He's Scandinavian. Did you know that? And Puerto Rican. Yeah, so Scandinavian, Puerto Rican.
This is amazing. The interest. My friend saw you at gym. He say you 200 pounds pure muscle. Yes. I think so. Thank you, Cracker Bob. You're welcome.
Didn't you say he was 5'5" when you looked it up?
Yeah.
Yep. More like 5'5", probably like 170.
Pool Scam Sam.
I haven't seen him
$2.
full
Hey,
body,
Skip, can
so.
we get tonight's dinner menu? Yes. I have some Polish hoagies. I think that's what it's labeled as. And I will be making a BLT. Of course, I think Pool Scam Sam, that's bacon, lettuce, and tomato. No mayo. Not for the Duke. I don't like white creamy shit.
That's surprising.
Just do it.
Get it? Just do it.
Not me. I don't like that. I would then the sign.
All right, he's too sloppy right now. I can't anymore. You're just too done. Like he missed it. We missed his peak, which was like an hour ago. But yep, thank you, John, once again. For all your entertainment. Back to the wrestling. There is still a few other things that happened in this past few days. So Stephanie Vacker came out in a boot. Everybody was like, what? When did that happen? And then Raquel came out, beat up Stephanie Vacker, smashed the boot, stomped on it, even went backstage, stomped on it some more. Adam Pearce very angry about this, and which tells me that this was a work.
Yeah, so I was wondering if she has some level of injury, and instead of just making her vacate the belt because they already had to do that, they're working in Raquel, basically forcing her to vacate the belt, so there's more of a story behind it. I mean, I hope she doesn't have to, but if that is what they were doing, then that's way better. Also, Adam Pearce, why didn't you kick Raquel out when you removed her from the ring? I was yelling.
This Adam Pearce, I've been screaming about it for a year now. I'm like, he actually goes out. He wants backstage fights.
But then he acts all like, what?
Then he shows up last minute after somebody already gets injured. And he's like, what did you do? It's like, where were you like a minute ago? You always jump in after the big move's done to cripple somebody. So.
Yeah, I was just like, why are you surprised? She attacked her in the middle of the ring, unprovoked at that point. And then you're like, get out of here. And then you leave Stephanie by herself, basically. Like, yeah, she had 2 people walking with her, but they weren't going to do shit.
Yep.
And they're like, what? How could this happen?
How could this be? I hope you're doing well, Stephanie Vacker. And this is all a work. Let's hope for the best because, again, you're up there with the Rhea Ripleys and the EOS guys right now. Okay? Just need to show that. Sorry. I'll try to find the Tamatanga back picture when he's on the ropes.
There's a way worse picture.
No, way worse. Was he got an OnlyFans or something like Paladin?
No, but in NJPW, him, ELP, and now known as Tala Tonga took pictures naked with their belts over their junk.
Oh, is that the picture that's in your gym?
No.
No, I thought that would be the one because you were all scared that somebody was going to see it one day or wherever.
No, there's just it's the banner from 2024 SummerSlam.
I thought you took the picture offline, like, blew it up. And goes, right? Got a fat head of it. They make fat heads still, right?
Yeah, I think they do.
Just stick her on the wall. Yes. I need one of Stephanie Vacker's stat. And yep, we talked about. How about this? So they do a whole Stranger Things episode, and none of the actors show up. That's kind of weird, right? I mean, the way that the WWE does the celebrity thing and brings in, Burt Kreischer with his shirt off and all the hack comedians with mustaches and the jelly rolls and the bad bunnies and no, they're too good. Well, you stupid kids that are stuck in hell or something wherever you're at fighting demons. You're too cool to come to Monday Night Raw.
One of them is always at the Rangers games.
Really?
Yeah, the chubbier kid. Dustin, was that his name?
Yeah, the one that looks like JD Vance meme. The curly hair.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I don't know. I think that was very disrespectful. Stranger kids. And, how about this story? Jade Cargill, you know how I'm just been using my eyes and my senses, and I'm like, she stinks. Like, she kind of is just not good in the ring. I'm sure she's a fine person. Great. I'm talking strictly professional wrestling, right? And in the ring, she has now hurt two people. The two Jabron Malones, Meechin and B-Fab. One, Meechin, gets taken out with a shoulder injury. And then B-Fab, just recently taking Meechin's place. She's down now, concussed. Just like CM Punk, and CM Punk, I think, blames Braun Breaker. More on that in a minute. But now Bailey is going to have to take B-Fab's place to take on Jade at live events and stuff.
Which I will say, she should have probably been facing veterans, especially for live shows, right? Like, that's the perfect time to have more of a choreographed, like, learn the ropes type of thing. I didn't see, I heard about the B-Fab injury, but I didn't see any videos of it. For the Meechin one, I will say part of it was on Meechin. She turned when she fell and basically just went right onto her shoulder. So, but it was also an awkwardly performed move. So I think they're both to blame for that one, but I didn't see what happened with B-Fab. But I do think they should have been putting Jade with veterans on these house show loops. It would have made more sense. It helps her. B-Fab is greener than Jade. You know what I mean? So you have two potentially nervous people on performing moves. You're not building confidence. So,
Meechin used to be Jade, right?
I
think her name was Jade.
And
TNA maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember what the heck.
Tell you that TNA street fight match, the one she had there, it might have been a cage too. I'm not sure, but I remember that really put her on the map. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why they've stuck with that gimmick. Even at this point, they just came back to it full circle. So, yeah, get well, everybody. A lot of people in WWE that need to get well. And I've heard there's a take on this where they say they're working so fewer dates now, these wrestlers. Back in the day, you'd work 200 days plus a year. Mm-hmm. And now they're wrestling 50, a little over 50 or whatever, and their bodies can't get used to the abuse. I remember even Shawn Michaels saying years ago when he would take time off for a while, injury or whatever, and you first get back, he'd be like, what the fuck? This stinks. This really hurts. Yeah. And then 3 days in, just hitting the mat, the mat itself. And then he's 3 days in, He's like, you kind of get back into the swing of things where that's the thing. It's like you're messing your body up so much at that point when you're working 200 days a year and slamming yourself on a mat over and over that your body just your body can get used to a lot of things.
Yeah, it's like a callus, right? Like, your body's kind of like protecting itself in a way, and like you can handle the bumps. But yeah, I thought it was weird because they just had off for the holidays, and then you throw them into this big house show loop, plus the shows. So I did find that kind of silly, because that was like my initial thought was like, you just gave them a break, and then they're going to be on tour again, right? And they had done that last year. They did the European tour leading into WrestleMania, and I was like, you're gonna fuck up whoever's going to be at WrestleMania. Like, why are you doing this? So like, there needs to be a balance. Like, you don't want too many days, because that is also really rough on the body, but like, you also don't want too few days. Yeah, I think.
But one good thing is they got a shit ton of wrestlers. So I mean, we've almost been asking for this, not for everybody to be injured, but for them to like cut half the roster and just trim the fat on this thing, because they have too much talent just between NXT, and then they're talking about calling more people up. And it's like, we don't want to call them up too fast and this and that. It's just like, at this point, it doesn't really even matter. They're all on TV now anyway. And they're all exposed to the audience to a certain extent. Sure, the main shows are slightly bigger, especially Raw. Raw compared to SmackDown and NXT is just, people actually are paying for that just for that. Mm-hmm. That may not even be Netflix subscribers like myself, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's just like pro football. Sometimes you get these gems that will never get a push, and they need everybody else to get the fuck out of the way. One of those guys is Finn Balor, and he's been around, and I know he's no newcomer or anything, but they really pushed him to the background. And I mean, was there a better moment to bring back the demon than a Stranger Things episode that's based on horror and demons and stuff?
Right. And the Bullet Club also just officially ended. So can they take that and bring it to WWE now?
Let's buy it up. I mean, they're good at buying up stuff. And how about this? I remember somebody in the last show, a big fan from Texas, asking all about the Netflix deal and moving all the stuff. So I did a little bit of research, because I'm like, I should know these things, right? I'm like, how come I didn't know that? But they have a bunch of different pay-per-views and things. There's no 2002 to 2023 Raw on Netflix. Mm-hmm. So that's like, damn, that's a lot of Monday Night Raws that are missing. So it's 1,200, maybe more videos missing. Then we have every SmackDown, if you want those. Those are all on Peacock. Every NXT is on YouTube. And they seem to update them pretty quickly, but they've only been doing like 2020 to 2024. Mm-hmm. 2020 to 2024 isn't on there yet. They're slowly putting this stuff out still. And then you still have some on Tubi, and then Tubi has Evolve. And then WCW and ECW, you're pretty much not getting any of that. There's some on YouTube. There's like one episode of each on Peacock. I think they forgot to get rid of them. And there you have it. Now it's just spread all over the fucking place. And most of it you can't even get to.
I think I saw something that was just announced that Netflix is basically going to take the PLE archives. And like, I know they're working on getting stuff into YouTube. So and the deal with Peacock is just ended or is ending. So, all of that transfer is probably going to take some time. So like, probably not a good time to try and go back to watch episodes until it's all sorted out. But yeah, I hope that they are trying to streamline that a little bit better.
And the funny thing about the WCW one on YouTube is they're posting more episodes slowly, but they're all out of order.
Yeah.
So that kind of stinks.
Hopefully they'll make like a playlist or something and organize that.
It's just, yeah. I remember I knew a kid in high school that had huge, like big boxes that you would like expect like homeless people to live in, like in that mind, when you just a big old box. and he'd have multiple of them all lined up against the wall, and they were just filled up with VHSs. He taped every single Raw, like all through like the 90s and the early 2000s. That's some dedication. It was crazy. I remember it was a weird family too. Like this kid, he had all these boxes, like they were way into whatever they were into. And then they were all just filled with videotapes. And then his brother had just a whole room of like old Godzilla stuff, anime and comic books. And then they had another brother who had drums and music, shit in the basement at all times. And you just hear all day like, like, it was like one of those houses. And then all this madness is going on at once. Godzilla movies upstairs, wrestling downstairs, and in the basement you got the
every floor is a different,
Yeah. So shout out to that kid. I wonder if he still has all them tapes.
I was gonna say, you turn those into, get them digital and
hell yeah. Yep. You could take over Netflix with that, bro. Just weighs a lot. And probably he really took up half the living room with all his big ass boxes filled with videotapes. It was nuts. So a little bit of a loony bin, but hey, it was fun to hang out there. There was always something going on. And how about this story? Kane tells The Rock, you better stay away from politics, bro. Because there's rumors that, there's been rumors for a long time that The Rock was going to get involved in politics. And it's so toxic and so stupid at this point that it would be like getting involved with wrestling, but with real life ramifications. Mm-hmm. So it's totally not worth it.
Yeah.
It's like, how much more money do you need and influence and power, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will never understand these like psychotic people that like want to rule the world, or like, I have $1 billion. I need 2 billion now. Like what kind of person thinks like this? It's just, that's crazy too. So, yep. It's my take on that. I know I'm going out on a limb, these hot takes. But Kane, I hear you. Kane, I mean, you were disrespected by Mick Foley recently. Mick Foley had another little story. He was asked about the situation. What do you think about some of the fans being done with you now because you're done with Trump? And he was like, well, it's their opinion. It's like, oh, yeah. These are very bad things. I may even just stop talking about all that stuff. Every once in a while, I'll get into it and give my 2 cents. But it's like, what's the point? It's a net negative of me doing all this because I will piss off both sides because I get it, right? So who am I really winning over? Sensible people? Like, how many of them are out there? So, fuck them. Fuck everybody. That's what I have to say about that. And then Bischoff says that Randy Orton should get his own retirement tour. What do you think about that?
I'm done. Okay. Like, I don't want, like, if it's something like, I think we had talked about this, but like kind of quiet and isn't like the forefront of every Raw or SmackDown, right? Like, great. Get in some of those matches, build a good storyline for the end of your career. But like, I don't, AJ's retiring. He seems like someone who kind of wants, more of a quiet retirement. Because even his announcement of it was pretty quiet, so it's like it just got picked up in like an interview or something. But like, there's too many people, and if Jericho comes back, obviously he's not going to be around for very long. So it's like, just do it, but it doesn't have to be a big fucking like event. We don't need a special PLE. Like, just chill.
It'd be cool, like once every month on a Raw, or what is he even on? I don't even know what show he's on anymore.
He's on SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown.
Yeah, get another 3-hour show probably for a half a year or whenever they figure out, hey, we don't like this again, right? So, give him a solid like 15, 30 minutes every SmackDown. I mean, you can afford that for not even for a year, just for 3 months, 6 months, or whatever. I think that would be cool. And yeah, Ian, 100% correct. Yeah, unless you just go full on grift to one side or the other, you're going to lose more than you gain. And trust me, I've noticed that in real life for many years. I just, it's hard for me to shut my mouth when everything's so clear to me what's going on. But if you just say things matter of factly, yeah, I'm going to piss off like literally everybody, because everybody's wrong in this game. So there's like no team to join. And that's why if I was an awful person, knowing what I know about religion and politics and how it actually works, I could easily extract money from people by just going in on the grift, like you said, and just doing to be a televangelist basically. And but that would be that would like mean I would be a bad person. Like, so I wouldn't feel good about that. And yeah. That's why I stick to wrestling now. Sticking to wrestling and Stuttering John. I mean, we can all pretty much agree on these things to a certain extent. So let me just show this picture one last time, maybe. There you go. He was heavily orange when I saw him online today. Very orange. Let's make one last point on this. I mean, I'm always lying. I'm never going to stop talking about whatever I want to talk about. But he's, he was super orange today, and his hair was peach. Oh. It was peach. He had peach colored hair today. I'm not even kidding. Everybody, go look it up. So whoever his hair person was, maybe they meant for it to be like that. But very cyberpunk looking. Actually, it's kind of cool. So keep it up, Prez. Maybe give some countries their presidents back or something. Just saying. Just suggestion. Don't come get me. All right. Anyway. So how about this story? ACW. There's a clip of it. I didn't pull it up. Maybe I should. It's a wrestling promotion. If I can't find it real quick, then we're not doing it. But let's try it. ACW. Macho Man. There's a guy dressed up like Macho Man with the scepter, and he was at this wrestling event, and he hit a wrestler with his scepter.
What?
Yep. There's people taking pictures with him, but there's no video of the incident. Not on. Well, I can't find it. Anyway, he was on in the front row, getting into it with a wrestler. I guess a wrestler was like grabbing him and kind of shaking him around like this, gimmick-wise a little bit. And he took his scepter and whacked him right in the face. And then this huge bald guy ran up and started like really like, giving him the business. And he was throwing out very forcefully. So don't touch the pro wrestlers. I guess they can touch you. I don't know. But again, also for the pro wrestlers, maybe you don't want to touch people. So we all got that figure. Nobody touch anybody. All right, kids.
Do you think it was a work?
Keep your hands to yourselves. I don't know. It didn't look like a work to me. Not when the big guy came in.
There's an incident from the G1 climax from 2018 where Tamatanga choked a fan.
That's cool.
They claim, then he was suspended, fined, and then not invited back to the G1 for a couple of years. But they claim it was not a work, but it's still an ongoing, was it? Yeah.
Didn't they do that in, they did that in WWE recently. Somebody grabbed somebody out of the crowd. Like the past, year or a year and a half, maybe? Man. Somebody definitely got pulled out of the crowd. And it was totally a work. And it was pretty awesome.
Logan Paul does some of that stuff sometimes. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't remember, but yeah.
MJF will do that stuff, but he does it to regular fans. He slaps people's phones out of their hands. He throws water on kids.
Yeah, that was liquor.
MJF, see? Yeah. He'd get in trouble with me, pal. Throw liquor on my kids. Beat you up with my scepter. I always
bring a scepter to every show I go to now.
And your crew, the Bloodline, your favorites,
Mhm.
they're being sued. Well, I mean, the WWE is being sued, but it's over. The Bloodline 1 point.
How can someone sue over that?
Because there's I got it right here. Why am I even thinking about it? Not you. Maybe I don't have it here.
They trademarked a one. People do it all the time.
So there is a group called Top Tier in a promotion I can't remember out of somewhere. I looked it up too. I'm like, do they actually do this? And they do. They're called Tier 1. So they do the ones, and that's like their thing. And they were doing it 5 years ago. They were doing it 2019. And I'm telling WWE poaches stuff. So I'm not going to say that it's bullshit, but it's also going to be hard to beat a company with the lawyers that they have with, that.
There's that guy that had the Yeet thing, and then he tried to, get involved, and they just threw him money and was like, hey, it's ours now. Here you go. Like,
I'm guessing they're probably going to do the same thing with these guys too, because it was a whole faction, and then they'd come out and do the slow ones in the air. And when I actually saw it, because I went to look it up, I went, wow, they really are doing. Maybe they do have.
Bronson's going to get in trouble too. He's been doing it lately.
Yeah, right. A tribal thief.
What about Stephanie? She does this one.
Yeah. You're next, Stephanie Vacker.
I have thrown my ones into the sky every single event I go to, so I guess I'm also now.
Yeah, it's just weird. These days, everybody's getting very lawsuit happy. I've just
unless you've trademarked that, or you know what I mean? Like, how can you, is that your intellectual property? You know what I mean? Like, how do you sue over that? It's a fucking motion.
They probably give the promotion, I'm guessing, here, take $10,000 or come see us in court forever.
Yeah, shut the fuck up or put up, I guess.
Yeah. You're not going to beat this guy. Where is he? Show yourself. Show yourself. Here he comes. Yep. He's going to walk into a meeting with him just like this, flash his watch, and then be like, you want this water out? Yeah. Or do you want to get pedigreed? Yep. I'm telling you, I hear a lot of people being very litigious these days, and it's like, come on. It's like, how about just make money?
Yeah.
Stop trying to take money from people through nefarious ways. And
you waited till now? They've been doing that shit for years. Come on, they don't barely even do it anymore.
Right. It was filed, I think, at the end of 24 or maybe even 25. Either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, the bloodline stuff's been going on for 5 years, 6 years now. Jeez.
Yeah,
hey, people just don't have any shame. But again, maybe they do have some sort of claim. We'll let the judge figure it out, right? Yep. So, I mean, we got more stuff. We can save it for Saturday. It's a Tuesday. It's not even the middle of the week yet. Brutal. I'm going to go watch some more Walking Dead. I know everybody hates it, but I still love it. Dead City. I got to catch up on that. I mean, I have Netflix now. I might as well. Yep. So thank you for joining me again, Jess.
Of course.
Shout out to you. Everybody follow Jess. Tell them where you're at, Jess.
I'm on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at I'm Jess_saying. And yeah, come follow me.
Yep. And come follow Dr. Huge all over the internet. The link tree's right here. Subscribe to this channel. Hit me up on Twitch. I'm going to start doing my gaming streams on YouTube and Kick because Twitch is just Twitch is dead.
Yeah.
It's pretty much done for. So
if you're not in their upper echelon of streamers, you ain't going to get shit over there.
Right. And then I got over 100,000 people playing the same game as me. It ain't going to work out like that. I mean, I'm going to be playing these games anyway, so I might as well be out there and shoot the shit with people, anybody that wants to come hang out. So I'll be over there possibly later tonight. And that does it, right? Until Saturday, maybe even sooner. You never know. Stay tuned for that. Again, hit the notification bells and all that stuff so you never miss any of the lives or any of the clips. I got a short. I'm going to post a short right after this.
What?
I have so many shorts. I got the Bronson Reed being very, very sensual with Roman Reigns, undressing him. Yep. Go check that out right now. I posted that last night. And that's it. Good game, everybody. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody we talked about in tonight's show. Hope many of you get well. We're all injured at WWE specifically. And yep, it's pretty much garbage over there these days. Yeah, I agree. Well, have a good night, everybody. We'll talk soon. Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.